Does keeping a food journal help you lose weight? Well, let's talk about it in this video. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. I created a nutrition program that enables you to lose 10% of your body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, and yes, even exercise. In this video, we're gonna talk about what it means to journal. Next, we'll go over what you should be journaling and why it's more than just what's going in your mouth. And last, we'll cover the steps you need to begin this process. All right, food journaling. I wanna back it up a little bit here and talk about a bigger picture. Let's get away from food journaling and let's just talk about journaling and what that even means. It's more about what's going on inside your head right now, the whole picture. And by you sitting down to journal everything, this is gonna help tie it all together. See, it's only a small fraction about what's going in your mouth. It's more about your anxiety, depression, grief, sadness, your loss. What is going on? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling anxious? So much of that is tied to what we eat. In our society, we use food to deal with all that stuff. We use food to deal with our sadness, our depression, our anxiety, etc. And nobody really talks about food as fuel. We don't reward ourselves on the Code Red lifestyle with food. Food is not to be used as a reward or a punishment. It's just fuel. But we have to undo that damage. So many times we have anxiety, and so many times when something's going on in our lives, what do? We turn towards the fridge like zombies, and you just start eating whatever you can get your hands on. And a lot of times when you are in that moment of anxiety or fear or anger, this just happened to me the other day. I had to fire an employee, and I remember almost having an outer body experience where I walked to the cupboard and just started eating stuff I didn't even like. And you know why I did that? And you know why you're doing that? It's because you're trying to fill your stomach with something that's going to take your mind temporarily off of what's going on. So by filling your stomach full, it's going to get that uncomfortable feeling and it's going to redirect. We don't do that, guys. We cannot do that anymore. You cannot continue to deal with these issues with food and with self-sabotage behavior and with filling your stomach up with sugar and alcohol and soda and crap. We have to stop that behavior. And by you actually journaling everything that's going on with you, how you're feeling at that moment, if you're upset with your kid, if your son got a DUI, if a coworker made a snide remark, whatever's going on with you, write it down because it's connected to your food. I want you to journal everything. Write it down, put it on paper. That's why I created the My Success Journal. It's a 90-day journal that I actually wrote originally for myself. A lot of journals you'll see on the market, I mean, there's a ton of them. They're not directing me or guiding me to journal what I wanted to journal about. That's why I created this much more simple journal. And it's gonna help you stay on track, and it's gonna be a place where you can put the day, the date, and all that stuff. And it's not only gonna be a place for you to write down what's going on, but also 3 things I'm proud about today. We do want to identify the good things, and so many times we don't. So many times we focus on the bad. So many times the negative things in our life, it gets our energy, it gets our attention. But what about 3 things I did do well today? I promise you they are there. You did do a lot of good things today. Look, if you had a really crappy day and the best thing you did today was get up and get dressed, write it down. It doesn't have to be some solving world hunger. It doesn't have to be something huge. It can be huge to you. It can be anything. Write down the 3 things that went well today, and let's put some positivity in that journal. Before I move on with the rest of the video, I want to hear from you. So comment below and you tell me the 3 things that you have done well today. I want to hear it. I want to get to know you, and I want to see those 3 things. So comment below. In addition to journaling, all of the things, our emotions, and other things that are happening in our lives, we do want to journal the food. We do want to write down what we are eating or drinking. I've never been through the Weight Watchers program, but I'm pretty sure that when somebody starts Weight Watchers, one of the exercises is to keep a clear plastic baggie of every single thing you would have put in your mouth. And you put it in that baggie instead of putting it in your mouth. We all do it. We all unconsciously stick things in our mouth without thinking, and all those bites, licks, and tastes, they add up. So it's really quite telling when you see this big, gross bag at the end of the day that shows everything that you would have eaten mindlessly. Well, that's what's happening when you food journal. When you actually write down everything that you're eating and you become super aware of it, oh my gosh, it's a lot more than you think. And it's a lot of mindless stuff. Having to write it down, it really brings all that to the forefront of your mind. Mindless eating is wrecking our bodies. It's wrecking our hormones. We do not graze throughout the day as Code Red Rebels. It's terrible for your body. It's terrible for your health. It's terrible for your weight loss. And by journaling what you're eating and drinking, it's gonna make you aware of all that. And it hopefully is gonna put a stop to that. Food journaling forces you to face the reality of how you got yourself into this mess in the first place. I am all about being authentic and real and honest and truthful with you. I will always bring you the truth. And on the 10-Pound Takedown Challenge, every single morning at 8 a.m., I'm coming live to you and I'm gonna teach you something new. And what's remarkable is you are gonna learn the nature of the trap, and you are gonna learn why we've been brainwashed to believe lies the last 70 years. Join the next challenge. We have them every month. We're gonna track our sleep, we're gonna track our weight, we're gonna track our water. We're gonna find out what's going on with you. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get to the root of the problem. That's what the challenge does. And it's amazing. $47, you can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days, but more than that, you're gonna become aware of the nature of the trap. So click the link below to join our next challenge, and I will see you in the next video.